Hey guys, Masterath here, and it's another Wi-Fi battle here in Generation 6 of Pokemon. Now, our opponent for this episode is a trainer called Melissa, and I've got to admit, this match was one of the best Wi-Fi matches I've had for a while. One or two false moves either way could have drastically changed the match. And if my this match is full proof the Haxoruses should be used more often. So let's get on with this. Okay, so have a look at the team, and there are some tough ones in there. There's obviously the Blastoise, which could be a Mega Evolution. The Talonflame is always good to go up against. Florges, Fairy types just in general, and of course the possibility of a Mega Gengar and some random Pancham. So she does have some really dangerous Pokemon on her side. So I've got to... I was very wary going into this battle. Anyway, so she kicks off with the Florges. I kick off with Lexi, and which is my main lead, obviously. You can always predict on me getting my Mega Evolution Blastoise up front, and I go for the Toxic, but she hits me with a Grass Knot, and it's damn well. Lexi's not going to last very long, but luckily I got a Toxic off, which will be able to whittle down her HP. So I switch Lexi out, knowing that Lexi won't be able to withstand the shot, into Falks, my Talonflame, predicting the Grass Knot to take that so well. She switches out, predicting maybe the Steel Wing into her own Blastoise. She does predict correctly, hits the Steel Wing. I now have to switch out, and I switch out into my Gardevoir, Jada, and what do you know? She's got a Mega Blastoise as well, so this battle is going very well. She goes for the Hydro Pump, hits it, and that does way over half, and then she goes for the Waterfall afterwards, and well, Jada lasted long, didn't she? So, first blood to her in this battle, so I go back into Lexi, and this thing is actually quicker than mine, but can only go for Strength, so I hit it with one Dark Pulse, Strength again, Lexi lives out with 4 health, and then Dark Pulse again, and Lexi is the queen of the Blastoises in the Mega Evolution, looks like. Anyway, so Florges comes back out, I predict the Grass Knot and go back into Falks, my Talonflame, and I do quite well there. She takes more Toxic damage, and I go for the Steel Wing here to get more damage off. She does have a Citrus Berry equipped, so that's all good. And goes for the Dazzling Gleam, hoping to destroy me, but doesn't. Takes more Toxic damage, and then finally switches out into her own Talonflame, predicting another Steel Wing. Very well played there. So now we have 2 Talonflames just fighting it out. This Talonflame goes for the Brave Bird, which is a very powerful hit. I predict the Brave Bird, because they normally have Flare Blitz and Brave Bird, and I go for the Roost. Not once, but twice, and I just roost up the damage pretty much completely. So she's stuck with nothing to do, really, while I can just keep roosting up the damage, which is great on my part. She goes to the Fly, which is exactly what I wanted. I would to roost again, one more time, then for her to come down and hit me with a shot, which, well, crits me, so bugger. And I go for the Flame Charge, mostly to get the speed upgrade, so then I'm now quicker than this Talonflame. She goes for another Fly, and then I go Fly, which means that mine will hit, but she has to switch out and go for something which is a fodder, in this case, the Delphox. And I do, well over half, which is very good in my case. So I go for another Fly, and the Delphox goes for a Future Sight, and I think, oh damn, this could be the end here of my Pokemon. Okay, so she brings out the Gengar, which gets completely mauled by it, followed by a Flame Charge, and that Gengar didn't last very long. So now I'm at +2, I take the Future Sight, I'm at +2 speed, I take it very well, I go for the Roost again, as she brings out her Talonflame. So it's round 2 between these two. She goes for the Brave Bird, and bang, critical hit, and Falks dies. Which is a shame, but now it's time for my Haxorus to come in, my late game sweeper. She goes for a Fly, I predict that going for the Dragon Dance, and now at +1 speed, +1 attack, followed by a Swords Dance, and now at +3 attack, while she hits the Fly on me, which is a fair amount. I go for the Poison Jab, and beats the Talonflame. I could have gone for the Outrage, but the Florges is still in the play, obviously. So I go for another Poison Jab, which beats Florges, and as I've already said, this Haxorus is Life Orbed. So she brings in this random Pancham now, and now I have the chance to go for Outrage. Outrage and beat the Pancham, which leaves just one Pokemon, which is the Delphox, and I Outrage that as well, and that is the sweep and the game. So, very good battle there, Melissa. Out of all the people I actually fought at the moment on Pokemon X and Y, I would say that she is the one that I would love to have a rematch with at one point. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Be prepared over the next few weeks to see more Wi-Fi battles of Generation 6 of Pokemon, and I'll see you for my next one. See you then!